mic's not on. Yay. By that I mean it's not plugged in. So I'm back with another planned video versus a vlog, which I mean, I don't know, I'm kind of digging the planned videos. I only have really one so far, but like, I guess since school started, but I mean, that's what it is. So obviously from the title, you already know what this is gonna be. This is from it's like kind of my feel-good playlist. Now it's kind of my feel-good playlist. When I made it back in like between maybe like late December to mid to late February, this was gonna be my summer playlist, but then I played the song so much that by the time summer came around, I was feeling other songs already. I moved on from these ones. But so one of the first ones on my list is is Don't Do It from NERD. And that song, like, I really don't know how to describe how it makes me feel. Like, all these songs are kind of just like it's like my bops, like my happy playlist stuff like that. I don't think I have like a specific description for it actually how it makes me feel, but that was the first and only song I listened to from NERD. I've been meaning to get into more of their music, but so far I kind of just haven't. After that is Pretty Girl from Clairo. That song, when I first heard it, I totally was not listening to the words, and then I started listening to the words and I was like, what the fuck? And then I started listening to the words again and I started to realize more of the meaning behind it. I feel like in some ways I can relate to the song, but regardless of that, it's just a song that I like to hear and can jam to when it comes on. After that is Parking Lot from Anderson .Paak. Honestly, so I'm not playing them right now, off the top of my head, I can't remember how it goes, but I know that I like it, and I know that recently at Target, one of the songs that's on this album came on in the store. I think it's like one of the first couple tracks that are on this album that Parking Lot is on, and man, I was like bopping so hard. I was like dancing in the middle of Target. But so I really like this song. I would probably put it in the category Forever 21 music, but it's still really good. After that is Bow Tie from Outkast. Bow Tie is like such a hype song for me today. I was just playing it when I was getting ready this morning. It's like, I really, that's kind of the role it plays. It's like bow tie for me. It's like about to go out, like show up on everyone, and even though I don't show up on everyone, it makes me feel like I am. After that is High Tolerance from Amir Van. What you doing with your day? What you doing with your night? I don't know, like, it's like, I like the guitar that's played in the song. Like, I really like that. And the whole thing, like, a lot of these are kind of just, I guess, summer vibe. My version of summer vibe songs in here, that's what I have. After that is Thread of Joy from The Strokes and Oblivious from The Strokes. Both of those are from the same EP. I love these ones so much. Thread of Joy especially, because that one's even more summer so, and I love watching the music video for it. And then Oblivious, it reminds me of another time that I feel like it reminds me of when I was maybe like 5 or 6 and I was living in Philadelphia, but it also it reminds me of a moment that's never happened. Like, it's like as if how I feel, it's like in comparison to how I am now. It's like, it's the combined feeling of how I am now with my experiences then, and if I had been, or if I lived in Philadelphia now, but still had the kind of around the same experience that I had when I lived there when I was a kid. That's what the song makes me feel like. Then I have See You Again from Tyler, the Creator.
I said, okay.
I honestly, up until really basically up until shortly before Flower Boy came out, I was not that into Tyler, the Creator. Before, when I tried listening to his music in like 7th and 8th grade, I was like not digging it. I was like, his voice is like deep and it's scary, and I'm like, I'm just so scared. I can't listen to him. And then in 9th grade, one of my friends had put me on to the version of Fucking Young that he did. Actually, I mentioned it, I think, in my Q&A video. The version of Fucking Young that he does on YouTube with Kali Uchis and Austin Feinstein, and I think it's called Perfect, and it's basically just the end of Fucking Young, but in regular pitch, and I really liked that like so much, and so that kind of put me onto him. And I listened to some of his other songs. I listened to mostly just stuff in Cherry Bomb, and I could kind of dig that. I never really got that into him, but then so when I heard Flower Boy was coming out, I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this. And I listened to it like the second came out, and I was like so in love. And then after that, I was like, okay, I gotta get into Tyler's other shit too. So I basically just told him my whole life story between me and Tyler. Fangs. Fangs is actually, Fangs from Matt Champion. It's actually a song that I discovered last summer from SoundCloud. When it comes to like Brockhampton and its members and some of the music that people listen to and like the people who listen to that genre of music and like artists that are kind of just, they all tie together, like those types of people are more than likely to listen. Like people who listen to Brockhampton are very likely to like Tyler, the Creator, very likely to like the internet, very likely to like Steve Lacy, like those types, like Brockhampton and Kevin Abstract from Brockhampton and Matt Champion from Brockhampton and Steve Lacy from the internet. I had first heard about them from SoundCloud. I first heard about Brockhampton from Enya, but I didn't know that I was listening to them. I would listen to like Face from Brockhampton, and then You're Perfect. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be called, but that's what it's titled on SoundCloud on the track that I listened to. You're Perfect from Kevin Abstract, Fangs from Matt Champion, and Mansions from Matt Champion, and Moron from Steve Lacy. I would listen to those, not knowing who the fuck they were, and then I would hear about like Brockhampton and them. I'd hear about Steve Lacy, and people would be like, you need to get into them. Little did I know I was kind of already getting myself into them. But Fangs is just like, it kind of exactly what Matt Champion describes. It makes me think of that, like the way he verbalizes it makes it very easy for me to imagine it in my head. So, and the whole vibe of the guitar and just his description is very summer-like to me. After that is My Jinji from Words in Japanese, Sunset Roller Coaster. The reason I discovered this song back in last November, and I think that the reason why I like this one so much is just because like it's like real slow and mellow and makes me think of kind of like the breeze on like a warm day. Like it's not even like a cool breeze, it's like a warm breeze. And you're just chilling out, laying down, maybe having like a small little get together. And then the end, how it just goes like that towards the end. I love that, how it's just like that for so long, and how the song kind of like just totally flips. But like, I don't know exactly specifically what I like about the song, but it's just like one that I'm like, every single time it comes on, I can't turn it off. After that is Dark Red from Steve Lacy. Man, don't you give me up. Which I kind of got into around November of last year, but I got more so into maybe around February or March of this year. I don't feel like I have to explain exactly why I like that one that much, because it's basically all the songs that are under Tyler the Creator and Brockhampton and things of the like. You can already figure why I like them because they're probably the same reasons that I like the other types of music. After that is Chronic Sunshine from Cosmo Pike. I heard about this song, I think, actually in 9th grade, and I think just YouTube kept fucking suggesting it to me. It was like, listen to this song, and I was like, I didn't know I could sample music. I didn't know I could sample the songs. So I could have told you how the Anderson .Paak song makes me feel, but you know, whatever. To me, Chronic Sunshine is literally like with the guitar and the way he's like singing it is literally like sunshine, riding your bike, having a picnic, being with the people you really care about. Like, that's what that song is to me. After that is Glitter from Tyler the Creator.
Uno peso, never pay attention to when niggas got a sale, so I keep that buck. I ain't getting no fuck, they ain't build me up, so I block.
You already know what the fuck is up. After that is Fucking Young / Perfect. You already know what the fuck is up. After that is Mansions from Matt Champion. You're too clean for the South. You already know what the fuck is up. And then Sober from Childish Gambino.
Couldn't believe, but now I'm so high.
I mean, everyone likes Sober. Everyone knows Sober. It's like, it's basically the same thing. Not the same thing, but it plays the same role basically for everyone as 3005. If you know anything from Childish Gambino, Sober and 3005 are probably gonna be like, if you barely know anything about him, Sober and 3005 are gonna be the ones that will probably stick. Every Time from Boy Pablo. I discovered this song back in November last year, fell in love with it because it is actually about me. He's singing about me. I've met Roy before. He's singing about me. He was like, hey, you're fucking thirsty all the time. I'm gonna write a song about you. I was like, yes, thank you. Even though it's about the worst side of me ever, but thank you. Did I say After the Storm from Kali Uchis?
Everybody's hurting, everybody's going through it.
Man, I discovered that song when it came out. I have a fat crush on that song because it's like all of the funk that I need so desperately, just like made into like one little thing. I'm glad that they're like, Desiree, have this, and I was like, thank you. And those are all the songs on my playlist called Future Tense on my old Spotify account. If you want to follow my new Spotify account, I don't know what it's called, but I could probably put a link to one of my playlists. I could probably put a link to a playlist that's on my current Spotify that's like the equivalent of my feel-good songs or my summer songs in the description link below. Anyways, drop me a link and give me a subscribe back. I'll subscribe to everyone that comments below 47 times. So do that and tell your friends, hey, because if you're watching this, you probably talk to me on a basis, so be like, hey, I'm friends with like someone who wants to be a YouTuber, so you should subscribe to them because they're so cool and funny and quirky and they have a good taste in music and they're like an inspiration. Sometimes she like says shit that I'm like, whoa, I can relate to that, because I'm really good at relating to my peers, if not putting them in an existential crisis, because that's the state that I'm always in, so I will put other people in that too sometimes. But I mean, I have a lot going on for me. Like, I cleaned my room yesterday. I think I maybe passed on my history project, but I heard my teacher gave a whole other class a bunch of 50s. So now I'm really concerned because in comparison to other people in my class, but I mean, maybe. Anyways. I hate myself. Get out of the shot. I'm literally contorting harder than I ever have had to, ever. So get out of the shot. So leave a fucking like below. And subscribe and share. And tell your friends if you're not gonna subscribe, just view my shits. That way I could get to 10K views total, so that way I can start monetizing my videos. Thanks.